So the Mini 5 Pro has only been out for about a week now, and already I've started noticing some significant signal issues, which I can't recall having on my Mini 4 Pro, Air 3S, or even my Mavic 4 Pro. So is this going to be a quick fix for DJI with a firmware update, or does it mean that you're actually limited to how creative you can be with these flying machines? Let's talk about it. So the firmware I was using on this test is the latest firmware. It's the 01000300 on the Mini 5 Pro itself, and the 07000100 on the RC2, which is the latest as of making this video. There's basically three sides to this story. One is how DJI is advertising the drone's capabilities. Two is how you and I want to use these drones, which might reflect back to the advertisement of the product. And three is how it actually is to use in a real life scenario in different environments and conditions. And one of the things I've been really impressed with is the overall performance, quality, and transmission feed of the Mini 4 Pro. I think this is where DJI hit the jackpot with the Mini 4 Pro. So recently I was out flying and making a tutorial on how you can use waypoints, how I use waypoints, and how you can elevate your videos with waypoints in a simple and effortless way. So make sure to check out that video as well. This goes for any drone that has waypoints. You can use the exact same video to learn how to get the most out of waypoints, basically. And this is also where I started seeing these transmission issues. Just look at this capture right here. For example, when I was making waypoint number 4, I almost completely lost the signal here. And you know, I'm not sure what would happen if I lost the signal. Would I need to start all over again, or would the missions still be there after return to home kicked in? So I don't really have the answer for that, because it's a brand new experience. It's something I've never experienced with my Mini 4 Pro or any of my other drone, basically. Flying in the exact same area with the exact same trees, with the exact same houses, with the, you know, it's more or less an open area. It's just trees there. But one thing I do want to say though, this is how I use my drones. You might use the drones differently, but I use my drones in the same area, the same environment, and the same place. So you can see here it's going to be minimal interferences because there's not many houses, there's no cell phone towers, there's mostly trees basically. So for this flight, the first two waypoints had no issues. No issues at all. The first one was right here where I stood, and the second one was about 180 meters away. So not a big deal for these drones. But as soon as I went to point 3, I started seeing signal drops all the way down to 2 bars, which is crazy for a drone that's advertised to fly or have a transmission feed up to 20 kilometers in FCC and 10 kilometers in CE, or Europe here where I live. So to see drops already at 560 meters was quite alarming, to say the least. It reminded me of the first Avata, which basically couldn't be flown around a single tree without losing transmission feed here in Europe. But I still needed one more point for this tutorial, so around 900 meters or so. And this is where I almost lost the signal for the first time. It's only when I start the mission and the drone comes back to around 500 meters, I see a jump into the white bars, which in my opinion is quite alarming. It is alarming. 500 meters for full signal, I mean, yeah. On my second mission though, again, the signal started to drop out around 500 meters, and 716 meters, I almost lost connection again. And the previous screen became completely unwatchable. I'm sure DJI is already working on a fix for this, because I've been using all my drones in the same way, and this is the only drone that I've experienced this with and had issues with. And according to my tracking video as well, which I did a couple of days ago, make sure to check that one out. I will leave a link down below, but it seems that the LiDAR sensors of the Mini 5 Pro aren't working properly either. And according to your comments, other creators have the same issue. Now, in my case, for both missions, I had a few trees standing between me and the drone, but I mean in 2025 and the latest OcuSync 4 Plus transmission system, this shouldn't be happening. You might as well just go with an older drone then, which works better. For someone that captures a lot of, or actually most of their videos in these environments, this would be extremely frustrating. It's still going to be safe to fly because the drone will automatically return back if the signal is lost, or it will hover depending on your settings. The problem is rather the experience you might get from not being able to fly your $1,000 drone as intended. I also did another test just to see if I experienced the same in a controlled environment where I was physically controlling the drone, placing it in line of sight, but behind a single tree. So here I am at 118 meters away, and it's only the tip of the tree that sits between me and the drone, and already 1 bar down. So obviously there is something wrong here with the RC2 connection to the Mini 5 Pro here, because I haven't had these issues with my Mini 4 Pro ever. However, I also want to say that we all fly these drones differently, so just because I have the issues, you might not have issues at all, and you might not even use waypoints or fly behind small branches. Maybe just fly in a radius of 100 meters, or maybe you just use quick shots to capture travel videos, so you might not experience any issues related to the issues that I have. Basically, I think only a handful of people might have these issues depending on how they fly. But I do think it's important to know the limits in actual use with the different features, lengths, and environments, so you can better understand what you're getting for $1,000 in 2025. The Mini 5 Pro though is a fantastic drone, and I've been taking advantage of this drone, and I've been taking it through the forest here in Norway with my motorcycle, a motorcycle road trip, to see how this is as a travel drone, and I've been tracking a lot of stuff to see if there is an improvements over the Mini 4 Pro here. So if you want to see those videos, check those out in the description below, in-depth testing videos, so I'll leave them down there. But I really hope that DJI can push out a fix for this as soon as possible. For now, you might be better off waiting, or perhaps getting the Mini 4 Pro. Honestly, I don't think the 1-inch sensor can justify the experience and the smooth flying experience that I have with the Mini 4 Pro at this time. But this, like I said, a fix for this will most likely come within a week or two. So either buy the Mini 5 Pro or buy the Mini 4 Pro, or you can wait for my in-depth comparison video between the Mini 4 Pro and the Mini 5 Pro here, my unbiased comparison between these two. I want to know what you think. Is DJI products getting rushed these days, trying to keep up with the competition, or is it just a normal good old bugs we see? Let me know your thoughts down below, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, and comment your thoughts down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.